Let's turn these ribs into these mouth-watering char-grilled ribs. Most people are used to buying beef short ribs with 4 to 6 large bones right through the cut. Korean barbecue ribs use the same cut of beef, they're just prepped a little bit different. Obviously the ribs are cut across the bone, like these ribs I grabbed from Mick out at Gippsland Premium Meats, weighing in at 2 kilograms. So obviously that's the prep side of these done, so just pop the ribs into a container and let's get on to the marinade. There's something special about Korean barbecue that has me addicted to it. The flavour, the aroma, just the feeling you get when you eat it. It draws you in every time like the hardcore carnivore you are. Plus, it's a lot different to the overly sweet barbecue ribs that you eat week in and week out. So let's make some Korean flavoured marinade for these beef ribs. Into a blender, you need to add the following: half a cup of soy sauce, a third of a cup of honey, 1 Asian pear chopped up, you can use a normal one if you can't find an Asian one, a quarter a cup of mirin, a quarter a cup of brown sugar, 1 small onion diced up, a small piece of ginger sliced up, 8 spring onions, just the white parts, we'll keep the green bits for later, 6 cloves of garlic that have been crushed, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt or cooking salt, not table salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and 1 cup of water. Now we just need to give this a quick buzz. There's no need to turn it into a puree though. The only reason we add all the ingredients to a blender, it's just a quicker way for us to combine all of those flavors. It opens up all the aromas and textures and flavors of everything we put in there and helps create the marinade. Once all buzzed, we can pour this all over the beef ribs. Put the lid on, give it all a shake, make sure those ribs are all fully covered. And these are going to go in your fridge overnight to allow that marinade to work its magic. If you aren't letting your ribs bathe in glorious flavours overnight, that should be illegal. Marinating these overnight makes all the difference. But once you've done that, make them again and marinate them for 2 nights and you'll see how much more intense that flavour is and how more tender the beef ribs are. Whole beef ribs are a very tough cut of meat and that's why we need to cook them low and slow to break down all the connective tissue and that hard muscle. But when sliced across the bone thinly to make Korean beef ribs, it is the marinating process that we rely on to tenderize the meat, as these are cooked hot and fast, so no skipping that marinating process. Today I'm using a 57cm Weber kettle and I'm pairing it up with 2 charcoal baskets and heat beads lump charcoal because I want to be grilling over direct heat today. How I'll do that is by placing the charcoal baskets on the charcoal grate to create a channel for the fuel. I'll then fill a chimney starter with lump charcoal, light it up. Once it's all lashed over, I'll dump that in between those 2 charcoal baskets. Carefully put your grill back in place and make sure the bowl vents are wide open. We want as much oxygen getting to that fuel as possible. I'm now going to let that grill warm up for 10 minutes. If you're grilling directly over the charcoal, you don't need the lid. I'm not suggesting you throw it away, you just don't need it for this cook. This week's shout out has to go to a guy who calls himself on YouTube Dale Christopher 3918. On one of my older charcoal chicken videos, he stated, good chicken recipe. He even gave me a thumbs up. Here's where you went downhill, mate, and this is why you should always get mum or dad to check your work, because you added, but bad stopping to harass the viewer every couple on mins. ... What does that even mean?
Try speaking English.
Thanks, Dale. I'll take what you said on board and I'll file it away for further review. Now, if you'd like a shout out in a future video, just make a stupid comment like my new friend Dale did. Cooking time for this recipe will be around 10 minutes. Or for those of you who love to use my beer timer, you're looking at a 1 beer cook. Cheers. Once the grill's had time to warm up, you can twirl your tongs. And don't forget, give them 2 clicks. You need to make sure they work before you use them. We can now start laying the ribs directly over the charcoal. And I just tend to flip my ribs every couple of minutes. And you will see we'll create a little bit of smoke, but that's because that marinade has oil in it and we're rendering out a little bit of this beef fat. We are trying to create some nice charring on the outside. And so far, these are smelling incredible and looking just as good. Charring means flavour. Burnt means you should hand in your tongs and step away from the barbecue. While the ribs are cooking away, we can turn our attention to the green part of the spring onions that we put aside earlier. Grab yourself a suitably sharp knife and slice your onions in a diagonal way. This in no way enhances the flavour, it just looks better than throwing full stalks of onion on your food. The ribs are done and we can get them off the grill. Look how tender they still are. We just want to get them up on a serving platter and then just garnish with our expertly sliced spring onions. And the results speak for themselves. Super tender and super moist. Smacked.